Good, happy Tuesday afternoon. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this afternoon broadcast of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, so let's begin. First up, COVID-19 in New Hampshire update. Let's take a look. Here is your COVID-19 update. 101 number of people in New Hampshire who have tested positive for COVID-19. 395,647 number of people worldwide who have tested positive. 1 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 11 number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 591 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. 0 people in Coos have it. 20 in Grafton have it. 7 in Carroll have it. 7 in Belknap have it. 4 in Stratford have it. 4 in Merrimack have it. 1 in Sullivan have it. 1 in Chester has it. 19 in Hillsborough have it. And 38 in Rockingham have it. New cases each day in New Hampshire. Daily new positive COVID-19 cases in the purple, as you can see, and in the orange, new hospitalizations, and the red is the deaths. Common symptoms: fever, cough, and difficult breathing. How it spreads. And prevention tips. Governor plans update on state's response to COVID-19. Governor Chris Sununu and other state officials will hold a briefing Tuesday afternoon to provide an update on New Hampshire's response to COVID-19. The briefing is scheduled for 2:30 p.m. You can watch the briefing live on WMUR TV, WMUR.com, and WMUR's Facebook page, or on the WMUR app. The briefing will appear in the video player at the top of this page. We will share the link with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page after the broadcast. Doctors produce 3D view of the inside of COVID-19 patients' lungs. Doctors hope to educate the public. Let's take a look at that video from WMUR News 9.
So we can see it front to back, side to side.
It's a first-of-its-kind view inside the lungs of a patient with COVID-19.
This patient is a gentleman in his late 50s who initially had a fever and a non-productive cough, like many other people.
A patient at George Washington University Hospital in the district.
Respiratory symptoms progressed quite rapidly to the point where he did need to be intubated and put on the ventilator.
And this is a virtual reality 360-degree rendering that shows exactly what the virus does to the human body.
So what you're seeing in the video, essentially the blue part is the more normal lung. But anything that you're seeing is in yellow is lung that is being destroyed by the virus.
Dr. Keith Mortman is the chief of thoracic surgery at GW Hospital, and in partnership with a company called Surgical Theater, he used a coronavirus patient's CAT scan to create this interactive model.
It's quite alarming to see, in all honesty, because unlike your garden variety pneumonia that might affect only one small part of the lung, or unlike the common flu, what you're seeing in this video is really the widespread diffuse damage to the lungs.
Mortman's hope is that the technology can help medical professionals on the front lines, but he also wants members of the public to see these images for themselves.
It's really to educate them.
Because he says this perspective should open everyone's eyes to the dangers of COVID-19.
I really want them to be able to see this and understand the damage that's being done to the lungs, the severity of the disease that this is causing. So perhaps maybe they think twice before having a house party or going outside with large groups.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Crews restore power to thousands of customers after snow, rain, showers move out. Outages disrupt remote learning, working from home. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Charisse Leclerc.
Okay, mother and child in vehicle. Mother is unable to exit the vehicle.
Utility crews were busy this morning. At the peak, more than 25,000 Eversource customers were without power. A spring dose of heavy, wet snow weighing down tree limbs, causing them to tumble onto power lines.
We've been without power since about 2 a.m.
Eastern Avenue in Amherst was plunged into darkness after limbs came down on wires. All of this coming as many deal with a new normal, including the utility workers themselves, as Eversource is currently working under its COVID-19 pandemic plan. Workers getting their assignments in their trucks, maintaining social distancing, and sanitizing their workspaces. While Granite Staters are working from home, many juggling helping their kids with remote learning and isolating inside.
I'm remote teaching.
You're remote teaching?
Yeah, not right now, but I am remote teaching. We had a teacher meeting at 7:30 that we couldn't do. And so it's just one more thing, but we're keeping a positive attitude and giving our best effort.
Neighbors Dana Barassa and Brenda Hermans are keeping it positive, saying the power outage, while coming at a strange time for everyone, is minor compared to the concerns over the virus.
It all adds up because I myself, I'm an artist, I'm a crafter, so a lot of my shows have been canceled, and that's our number one income. So we're kind of unemployed as a result of that.
It's been a big adjustment for all of us, hasn't it?
Yeah, we certainly are all making adjustments right now. Meantime, Eversource officials say they appreciate how important the power is, especially right now when people are working from home and helping their kids with remote learning. They expect everyone to be back online by the end of the day today. Live in Amherst, I'm Charisse Leclerc, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Tree falls through Swansea home. Take a look at this. No injuries reported. Take a look at this photo right here. A tree has fallen through a home on Westbrook Court in Swansea. First responders were called to the scene around 2:15 Tuesday morning. No one was injured when the tree fell. Stay-at-home advisory now in effect for Massachusetts. Advisory will be in place until April 7th. Brunswick declares state of emergency. Closes non-essential businesses, urges residents to stay home. European market closes 7.5% higher on Fed stimulus. Italy virus slows down. The European markets closed sharply higher on Tuesday on the back of the stimulus measure from the U.S. Federal Reserve the day before, and as the number of new coronavirus cases in Italy slowed for a second day. Coronavirus live updates. Virus moving like a bullet train, Como says. New York has closed all businesses and increased testing. Over 1.5 billion people across the globe, more than 1/5 of the world's population, have been ordered or urged to stay home in a deadly pandemic of the novel coronavirus, which the World Health Organization has warned is accelerating. The new respiratory virus, known officially as COVID-19, has killed more than 17,400 people worldwide since emerging in the Chinese city of Wuhan in December. There are more than 394,000 diagnosed cases of COVID-19 across the globe, according to data compiled by the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. The U.S. has more than 46,500 diagnosed cases. The virus has spread to every state, as well as Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico, claiming the lives of at least 592 people in the country. Today's biggest developments. Rate of new infection is doubled about every 3 days in New York. India going on lockdown. Japan announces Tokyo Olympics will be postponed until 2021. China to lift lockdown on Yuan on April 8th. And that is it for this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your afternoon. I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. They'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.